afternoon, brothers and sisters. Our verse for today is taken from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 7. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. The title for today's verse is God's Wisdom. This is a wonderful word of godly wisdom that we find in secret scripture to remind us of the benefit of trusting in God's wisdom. Above our own, what could be more beneficial than trusting in the wisdom of the wisest being in the entire universe? We know we are in a good hands when we do. In our passage today, we see two main commands that will help us better understand God's desire for us. The first one is to trust in God's wisdom. Let us understand what it means by breaking the verse down. The first verse to look at is trust in the Lord. Trusting means to submit and obey. It's our nature to put our trust in someone or something, even if it is ourselves. But our trust should be in the Lord only, for He is trustworthy and faithful forever. How are we to trust in the Lord? The Proverbs goes on to say to trust in the Lord with all your heart and must trust completely, not putting half trust in the Lord and the other half in ourselves or in something else. That will lead to a total failure. Instead, we should give the Lord our complete trust. If we do not trust completely, we will be like a person standing on one foot on a solid ground and the other foot on a sand. This trust must be childlike, unwavering confidence in our Father's well-proven wisdom, faithfulness, and love. The Proverbs continues with, and lean not on your own understanding. Trusting God with all our heart means deciding to set aside our own understanding and choosing instead to trust God and His understanding. Especially as declared in His word, we should not rely entirely on ourselves, for that will lead to our ruin. Just like Adam, the first sinner of the human race. Next, the passage says, in all your ways acknowledge Him. Trusting God in our hearts means honoring and acknowledging Him in all that we do. It is a choice to invite God in our daily lives and to practice His presence. Finally, the verse ends by saying that as we do all this, He shall direct your path. A surrendered heart delights in God's direction and in God's paths. So, we understand the importance of trusting in God's wisdom. The second command tells us to depart from the evil world's wisdom. Now, if the first verse gives us a command in the positive meaning, telling us what to do, a succeeding verse gives us command in negative, telling us what not to do. Let us break the verse down. It says, do not be wise in your own eyes and in your own wisdom. This means that we must not be contented with the vain and conceited sense of peace and strength that comes from our own wisdom. How can we avoid being wise in our own eyes and wisdom? It tells us by saying, fear the Lord and depart from evil. The natural result of trusting God is coming to know Him better, leading to a natural reverence. We are drawn closer to God and farther from evil. This gives a great peace. Therefore, may we all learn to trust in God's wisdom and depart from the world's wisdom day by day. May we apply this in response to His word. God bless us all.